What's up, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Tony's Takes. I am your host, producer Tony, producer of Spot Monkey Radio. You can catch that show every Monday morning, 10 a.m. live right here on the False Finish channel. A little bit about my history before we get into the topic. I've been involved in the pro wrestling business for quite some time now, 25 years, give or take. I was a performer before I got hurt. I wrote for companies, I booked for companies, I helped promote for companies, and most recently I started this lovely channel and company, False Finish Productions, where we have helped produce a lot of companies on the East Coast, up into and included House of Glory. That being said, we are going to jump right into the topic, and today's topic is near and dear to my heart because not only did it just happen recently, but it's got the internet a buzz, and it hits close home to me because of the person, and that is Hulk Hogan, and just the negative reaction around his name and what's going on. And whenever his name is said on TV or he comes out on TV nowadays, people tend to kind of let them know how he feels.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
But everybody has their own opinions on it, and we've amassed a bunch of different ones. Some saying that they still hold a grudge from that many years ago, that Gawker video where he said the N-word.
I got racist to a point. Yeah. When it comes to nice people, they are.
Most recently, people are saying that his political affiliations have something to do with it because he was in LA and it was a liberal city, but that doesn't explain Dallas last night. The show is being recorded on a Tuesday. It doesn't explain last night when CM Punk is in Dallas and he says his name.
Hulk Hogan in the Royal Rumble. I'll throw his dusty ass over the top rope and I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
And it gets a giant reaction, again, the same way, in a negative way. I think, and this is my take on it, I don't think it has anything to do with political stuff, and I honestly, the racism thing has a lot, I think, tied into it. So I think that has a lot more to do with it than the political affiliations. I just don't think political affiliations have anything to do with wrestling, because everybody knows that if you love a wrestling character, you're not going to give a fuck who he votes for. You're not going to care. You just love the character. It's like, if Iron Man voted, I'm not, like, if Robert Downey Jr. was a Republican, it wouldn't sway me from hating Iron Man.
It's still real to me, damn it.
So I think the political stuff really has nothing to do with it. And if it does, then I guess that's you personally. You feel that way, and that's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. But I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think Hulk Hogan has done enough over these years, whether it was that infamous video that we saw, or you saw it. I really didn't want to watch that shit. I didn't see it.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Where he said those words, or just over the years, the stories everybody has told, where he has just outright lied about things, where he claims that he didn't bury people, but he did. The thing with Jesse Ventura has been very, very public, especially as of late, since Jesse Ventura was just on Saturday Night's Main Event. I just think over the years, Hulk Hogan has done things to just really tarnish his name, in a sense of saying one thing and then doing the exact opposite of what he was saying.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's what Major, you did.
I lied.
So I think it's just shit like that for me. I think is why people kind of were like, you know what? This guy's a fucking liar. And fuck this guy.
Boo this man.
And I think that's why everybody just kind of turned on him. Because it's over the years, they just got sick of your shtick, man. All these years we wanted to believe that you were that superhero, but you're really Hollywood Hogan. And I think that's what everybody's realizing. He's a real life heel. And unfortunately, that era of pro wrestling, now I'm in my early 40s, so that's my era of pro wrestling. A lot of those guys were real life heels. They were fabricated heroes. But, real life, they were heels, man. And we live in an era now where there are no secrets. The internet is abuzz. You know, you can find anything out about anybody at any time and how much shit that he did and how he buried one guy to get over and he wouldn't do business. It doesn't work for me, brother. That became like a thing people say. It doesn't work for me, brother, right? You know, when people refer to it as like that, when you become like a joke like that where nothing works for you because you have creative control and shit like that, wrestling fans don't forget that kind of shit. They just don't. They remember that shit. And I think, you know, we're all, like, I mean, like, we're taking our children, you know, 40-year-old men are taking their kids, or 40-year-old women are taking their kids to these shows, and they remember all this negative shit about Hogan. And he walks out claiming that he doesn't drink no more. Now he's talking about real American beer, and he's ripping his shirt off, and Netflix is on it.
Boo this man!
They can see a money grab when they see one, but that's all I'm gonna say. And I think they realize that shit. I think they realize that same shit with the political stuff when you did it for the other guy. It's just bullshit, man. It's a bullshit money grab, and they're sick of the shtick. They're sick of the shirt ripping. They're sick of all of it. Listen, when I was a kid, and you brought up Bruno Sammartino, I didn't give a shit, but I didn't boo him. I didn't boo him. And I can tell you this, it ain't political shit, because everybody was saying it. Well, how come they didn't boo the Undertaker? Undertaker kind of showed his hand when who he was voting for. They didn't boo him, but they booed fucking Hogan. Well, here's why. Because people know that Mark Calloway is not an asshole. People know that Mark Calloway doesn't bury people, doesn't use creative control to further his position. I think that has a lot to do with it, man. Again, people know about this stuff no more. It's not a secret. There's no such thing as kayfabe in the wrestling business no more. The internet has shit canned that, did it fucking decades ago at this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's decades of knowledge. We're on to you. And like I said, this is coming from a Hogan person. I love Hulk Hogan, the character. But I'm very disappointed in Terry Bollea, the man. And I think that is what everybody feels. You were people's heroes. And now people see through the shit. Because too much. Too much. It's caught up. And I can't speak for him because I'm not him. And if you disagree with me, then you disagree with me. That's fine. Leave it in the comment below. And we can talk. But that's my take. You can catch this every Thursday on the False Finish channel, promptly. I will be back next Thursday with a new take, and you can catch Spot Monkey Radio every Monday on your dial, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. Malik and Mike will be bringing you all the fucking news from pro wrestling, from Raw to AEW to SmackDown to NXT to TNA and beyond. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please, like I said, leave a comment. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, whatever the case may be, but here's the bottom line. Everybody's talking about why CM Punk did what he did, and I'll tell you why CM Punk did what he did. I'll just give you a bonus take. CM Punk said what he said about Hogan because CM Punk is one of the smartest businessmen in wrestling. It was hot. It was hot news still. Everybody was talking about it. Now he says what he says, now he got it again. Now everybody's talking, oh, wow, CM Punk buries Hogan live on Raw. He can't bury Hogan because Hogan's 71 and Hogan ain't wrestling anymore. So CM Punk didn't really bury anybody. CM Punk took advantage of a moment that he knew would go viral again. He knew how to keep it fresh because it was already fresh from a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw when they debuted on Netflix. I mean, that will be a take in a couple of weeks. I'm giving Netflix a month on Raw before I give my first take about that. That being said, that's my take. I am Tony. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And please catch Spot Monkey Radio every Monday, live, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on False Finish Network. Until next time, guys, please, keep kayfabe, man.